What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP for astronaut sailor. We're doing this one for you, my friend. You wanted to know what my potential targets were for the top. I'm assuming you want a general analysis too. I did talk about XRP yesterday, but it's pretty straightforward. You know, oh, that's not it. Here, let's do this. We'll just do this. Come on, if I can get it right. There we go. Something like that, right? Something like that. Maybe it's a little tighter. Maybe it's like something like that. Go back to here. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fine. I know a lot of people might not like that. They're like, there's so much going on outside of it. But I'm trying to get these parallel, more or less. It's like a nice fit. So this is how I'm looking at it, right? This is your channel, but it's easily flexible, right? So anytime you go out of it, perfect times to buy. Anytime you go out of it up here, perfect times to sell. I think you're going to maintain this channel. I've been saying this for months now, you guys, months now. If you've been playing by this, XRP is one of the easiest coins to trade out of all of crypto. It has been since, I mean, literally since August of 2022, but it's the easiest coin to trade. Literally during this pump, man, I was like, it's probably going to give it all the way back. You can go back and check my videos from this time whenever the SEC lawsuit happened, whenever XRP tied the SEC. They didn't win, but they tied them. You can go back and check. I literally said, I have a feeling most of this is going to go back. Anytime you've been above this line, you tend to go back. So that was just, it's the same thing then, it was the same thing before, it's the same thing now, and probably till afterwards. We're going to be doing this until we work our way, probably right around that high, actually, right? Until we're like right around here, because this is kind of where you have support, resistance here. I have a feeling you're going to be in this probably for the rest of this year. Like, XRP is going to do fine. It's going to do fine, guys, for this cycle. I promise you. It's worth 62 cents now. For the rest of this year, it's going to be working its way up to around $1. It'll probably stay below $1, in my opinion. Maybe it wicks for a second above there at times, but then it comes back. But I think as you get closer to this line, you'll go from being in this channel to kind of like, instead of bouncing up and down from it, you might just like consolidate around this top white line here and then get ready for a breakout that's going to be phenomenal, something that XRP loves to do, right? These quick little moves. As far as where, so I hope that answers the question for like the immediate analysis. We're just coming off the bottom, we're going up to the top. I think we're going to go above this high here, this relative, I'll go on the weekly, above this high, but we're going to stay below this high. So probably somewhere around, if I really had to guess, somewhere around like 80 cents, 78 cents. And that probably doesn't happen this week or next week. It probably takes about a month to do. At the shortest, 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks from now. Sometime in March, but probably early April, first half of April is what I'm looking for us to get up to that 80 cent area. Just below 80 cents. Let's call it 75 to 80 cents. Anyways, looking at the all-time high, the current all-time high, right, to this cycle's low, the corresponding low, to when you've been in this kind of grand phase of consolidation. If you were to play off of these fib extensions, the minimum target would be at about $8.59, $14 there, $28 there. I don't think you're going to see $28, and I'm personally not expecting $14, but I do think you could go somewhere in between the 1414 and the 1272. If we take the relative cycle high to the relative cycle low, your 1886 splits that perfectly. So seeing a deeper extension on the smaller fib, that makes sense to me. Seeing standard extensions on your grand fib, that makes sense to me as well. So anywhere and everywhere between $8.60 and $14 is possible. I'll have questions like, do you know how high? You don't understand market cap. Do you know how high XRP would have to go for that? Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't know if I do. I haven't looked at it yet, but let's go over the possibilities of its market cap. All right. Why do I keep doing that? XRP. $34 billion. Huge. Already huge. The potential for growth is limited. Okay, it's absolutely limited. To put it in an example, if it was to see a 10x growth from here, that would put it at $340 billion. Okay. All right, so let's see here. So 340 billion. Oop. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, I'm back. That would put prices potentially at about $6.46. So again, it's a pretty high market cap at $340 billion. But I do think XRP could double that. I do think it could. That would give it about a $680 billion market cap. Something above $600 billion for sure is definitely possible. I know that sounds crazy, and that is pretty crazy, but XRP is an OG coin. There's a lot of hype around it. It's the only coin to like really go up against the SEC and not get obliterated by them, right? They actually stood their ground and they got a draw. So I mean, in my opinion, that is a win. But they did get a draw. They didn't actually beat the SEC. The SEC found found Ripple Labs guilty in violation of some things, and the court found Ripple innocent in some things as well. So, anyways, top to bottom here, could this coin be worth several $100 million? You know, at a minimum, I would say if you break your all-time high, you're not going to stop at this 1272. So I would say at a minimum, probably 650 is where you'd go. Okay, about a 10x from the current price. At a maximum, I don't think you're going to see $14, but I do think you could see $12 or something like that. Maybe 1080 is kind of what I'm looking for. So that's kind of my all-time high prediction for XRP by the end of this cycle. It's been consolidating for a long time. It's an OG coin. I like to say it like this for anybody who's like, XRP is a dead project. Well, for crypto, this kind of structure where you've got lows here, higher lows here, and even higher lows here, that was a very mild bear market in comparison to this bear market here, compared to a lot of bear markets. Very mild bear market. Do you think that the institutional money, being that the ETFs for Bitcoin are approved, right? There's more institutional money coming into crypto now than there ever has been. Do you think if they wanted to diversify and put their coins into something, do you think it's going to be a low cap coin that just came out this year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago even? Do you think it's going to be something like that, which has a chart that literally looks like just this? It just has like that much existence in it. Or do you think they're going to go with something that has a whole history of existence, something that literally went up against the SEC and they didn't lose, they didn't win, they got a draw? Like, they've proven that they're not a scam, that they are a legitimate project. They're here to stay, that they are serious. Ripple Labs is a very serious company in itself, and they're kind of unique in that sense too. XRP runs separately of Ripple. Ripple, right, they kind of do their own thing. They're not, I mean, they're intertwined to a certain degree, but not really. Like, they have their own operations. Like, they're not the same thing. Everybody who calls this Ripple, I remember in the beginning whenever I first learned about it, they're like, it's not Ripple, it's XRP. It is different, and they are different. But Ripple Labs, XRP is their crypto project, if that makes any sense. Do you think the institutional money is going to want to put money in some random shit coin that just came out in the last 3 years, or are they going to want to do something that's stood the test of time, that's stood the test of the SEC, that's literally, it got removed from a bunch of exchanges, and now like Coinbase even, and now there's rumors that Coinbase is going to bring it back on. I don't know. Did they bring it back on already? They've brought it back on already. I don't know if it's available to trade on Coinbase or if that's just data, but I think they have brought it back on. So that's a pretty big deal. Most coins, when they get delisted, they don't get relisted. So again, speaking from a point of institutional money, if you're looking to diversify outside of Bitcoin, are you going to put your money in a random crap piece of who knows what, or are you going to put it in something that has literally proven itself, cycle over cycle over cycle? I know, with institutional money, they want to be less risky, right? They're risk adverse. They want to just be more safe because they're dealing with a lot more money. They don't need those crazy 100x gains to make like world dominating funds. They really don't need that. So a 10x will do just fine for them. So I don't know. And plus security. Beyond all that, they want security. They don't want something that can rug pull. And whether it's a legit project or not, if you have this much time in your entire existence, if you've existed for this long, we don't know if there's a possible exploitation that can be taken advantage of, right? It hasn't been popular enough. Your coin hasn't been around enough for it to get that kind of attention from real serious hackers who want to exploit it. Or maybe they have found the flaw, they haven't told anyone, and they're waiting for your coin to be worth a lot before they dump it. Maybe it's a scam project in itself, and the people that are running it who have been around just for a few years, they're waiting for it to really take off before they dump the Ponzi and run with their money. But XRP is definitely not that. So I'm just saying, if I was an institutional player looking to diversify, if I had a bunch of like millions, billions of dollars, I know I'd probably feel more secure in something like this. And being that this is, in my opinion, this is the first. We've had institutional money in crypto since 2017. That's proven. But this is the first run where we've got it like mainlined, right? I think that XRP is a perfect contestant for that. And with that, seeing several hundreds of billions of dollars is absolutely possible. So $6.50, 6.47 I think is what it was, but $6.50, let's call it that, to $10 to $12. Maybe higher. Maybe I'm not giving it enough credit. Maybe XRP hits $1 trillion market cap this cycle. But multiple hundreds of billions is what I'm expecting at the least. So until then, again, you're going to maintain this little trend that you're in, this little upward trend. And then when you're ready to break it, it's going to be go time, and it'll probably happen really quick because this thing likes to move up really quick whenever it does. So anyways, that's XRP. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments what you think the potential all-time high could be for XRP by the end of the cycle. I do think that would probably happen sometime in, probably like late 2025, after June is what I'm thinking, but after June, before November. Anyways, take care. Hit that like button. Bye-bye.